Over the next 2 days, we are making it our mission to eat as much street food as possible in Guatemala City, as well as exploring the historical centre and hopefully the largest market we have ever seen. Get our own table.
I have absolutely no idea what Dale's ordered, and I don't think he does either, so he's gonna try it first.
I have no idea what I've ordered. I think it's a sandwich. We're either getting a big sandwich or a big chorizo. One or the other. Whoa! Big sandwich. Gracias. So I was absolutely right about it being a big sandwich, and we've gone for one with chorizo, and it seems to have tomato, guacamole, onion, lettuce, and some sort of sauce, which I'm assuming is going to be spicy. So the sauce that I thought was going to be spicy just turns out to be ketchup. The chorizo is actually quite nice, and the salad goes quite well with it. I'll be honest, it's not the most exciting food I've ever had, but it's pretty good to start the day off with.
I think that's a pretty good sandwich. Yeah, I like it. I'll eat yours if you don't want it.
Gracias. So the menu they told me to order the food from says 8. Now they're trying to tell me it doesn't cost 8. Gracias. So after some arguing, it now costs 8 again.
So the place where we just had an argument about how much the sandwich costs is actually located in the Central Park, right in the heart of the historical district of Guatemala City. It's actually a really nice place to sit and relax. As you can probably see, loads of locals are doing just that. So we're going to try and find some more street food and then chill out in the park for a bit.
So before we came out today, we read up on a few typical Guatemalan street foods to try, and we've just come across the first one of them, which are called elotes. The Spanish literally translates to corn on the cob, because that is exactly what it is. You can get them with a few different toppings, like mayonnaise, chili powder, and lime. Do you want to try?
Yeah, sure.
Gracias. Wow! So Izzy does not like corn on the cob at all, which leaves me to be the one to try this. I'm pretty sure that what we've got on this is mayonnaise, ketchup, a spicy sauce, and then, I'll be honest, the powder that she put on, I have no idea what it is, but I'll give it a go. Okay, that's spicy. Whoa! I'm confused by the powder. So the ketchup obviously tastes like ketchup. The mayonnaise tastes like mayonnaise. The spicy sauce tastes like spicy sauce. But this weird powder that's gone on top of it, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if I can taste it because the spicy sauce is quite overpowering. But it's almost sweet. It's like, what are you?
It tastes like chicken stock. I'm not saying that it is chicken stock, I'm just telling you what it reminds me of. I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell us what it is, but right now, I have no idea.
We've tried quite a few weird foods on this channel over the past couple of months, but this one is definitely the one that's confused us the most. Ah!
Sorry!
Ah, my tooth!
Sorry!
Ah, my tooth!
Sorry!
¿Cómo está? Sí, bien. ¿Picante?
Sí, picante.
Sí, picante, so spicy.
It's spicy, uno queso, okay. Uno? Uno, gracias. Gracias. Chuchitos?
Tamalitos.
Tamalito.
Tamalitos.
Tamalitos, okay. Tamalitos.
Cool. Gracias.
So I thought what we had was chuchitos, which kind of looks like this, but it's not, it's tamalitos. And I think it's some kind of corn dough with a filling and then a spicy sauce on top. Ooh, it smells really good and it's hot. That is spicy. She wasn't kidding about the chili being picante. Wait, is that spicy in Spanish?
Yes.
It is, okay. I was right about it being corn dough, and inside is refried beans, which are some of my favourites, and the chili sauce on top just gives it an extra bit of dimension. Although I will say it is testing my skills with spice because it's very spicy. I really like this. This might be my new favourite street food snack, especially in the winter. It's very warming and hearty. I mean, it is winter here, but it doesn't feel like winter to us because we're from the UK where it's cold all the time. You want to try some?
Yep. Oh my god. Why'd you give me the bit with all the chili on it?
I didn't mean to.
Ooh, that is spicy.
We enjoyed it so much and it's so cheap that we're getting another one. I wonder what is that, tea or coffee?
Coffee?
Coffee? Ah, okay. It looks like I just ordered coffee.
Coffee?
Sí, coffee. Uno? Okay, gracias. Gracias.
You are the only person alive that I know that would accidentally order coffee.
That is true, yeah. I thought it was coffee and it turns out it is coffee, and by asking I ordered it.
My wish is someday go to the England.
Go to England. Oh,
It's beautiful.
cold.
It's cold. I'm slow because my English.
It's muy bueno.
No,
Muy bien. Muy bien.
It's
Sí,
not,
sí.
it's not
Sí.
good.
It's very good. It's very good.
Thank you.
No problem. De nada. So, as you just saw, we had a chat with a lovely lady in the central square, which is actually right next to the central park and is home to a lot of the city's most prominent historical landmarks.
Behind me is the Palacio Nacional de la Cultura, or the Palace of Culture. It's the Guatemalan government seat, but this building has a dark history. Prisoners were forced to build it and many of them lost their lives before the building was completed in 1943.
This is the Cathedral Metropolitana, which was built in 1815, but fun fact, the towers weren't finished until 1867. We've learned on this trip that the Spanish like to take their time when building cathedrals, so maybe they were just having a siesta. Since we've been out today, the police and 2 different locals have told us that it's not safe to have our camera out in this area. So as it's getting dark, we're going to head home and we'll pick up the video tomorrow.
I'm really excited about tomorrow though, because we are heading to what might be the largest market we've ever been to. It's over 3 floors, it sells everything you can imagine, and of course, there's lots of food. For day 2, we've come to that market we promised, Mercado Central in Guatemala City.
It's just round the corner from where we were exploring yesterday. It's spread over 3 floors and it has everything you can think of, from trinkets to fruit and veg, but first we need to get some food.
Speak for yourself, I'm going shopping.
See ya, I'm getting food. Bye bye. Before we go into the market, however, we do need to let you know of some ground rules. Number 1, you can't sell balloons. Number 2, you can't do your washing up. And number 3, you can't start a band.
Damn it!
I know.
I want to play guitar.
I want to sell balloons.
Buenas, hola.
Adiós.
Buenas tardes. Bye.
Buenas tardes. We seem to have got lost in the craft section and now we're trying to find the food section. We found somewhere immediately that we think there's something we want to try called chili relleno. Gracias. So chili rellenos, we think, is sweet red peppers dipped in egg and then deep fried, and this one looks like it's got batter on as well. We've heard that they can be served in different ways. Some people said that they're squished flat and served on French bread, kind of like a sandwich. Other people have said that they come, like this one is here, with rice, veg, and I guess this is a broth. And then he also put this drink down on the table, which I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to assume it's a drink because there's a straw in it. Let's try this mystery drink first. It's basically just like freshly squeezed orange juice mixed with water, and it's quite refreshing. That isn't what I expected. I don't know why, I was expecting like a whole pepper. But this is like chunks of pepper and egg, then deep fried. It's really good actually.
Oh, it is. So that's like beef. It's like a beef chili kind of thing. That's like soup by the looks of it. Just to give a little bit of context, basically there's a language barrier and we don't know what they have. So she's showing me all these different things. But because there's a language barrier, I don't know what they are. That was very confusing. I tried Google Translate and I typed out, "What do you have?" And she went, "No." Okay, you have no. Fantastic. But what I think we've ordered is some sort of beef soup or broth. I'm not quite sure. So what we've ordered is called carne asada, which looks to be some sort of beef stew. Just like the last place, we've got it with rice and tortillas.
Are you eating a stew with a fork?
Yeah?
Do you use a spoon?
Well, alright, fine, I'll use a spoon then.
You don't have to.
No.
It's just very unusual because it's liquid.
I'm an unusual guy. Ooh, wow. Apart from the texture, it's actually like the taste-wise, it's very much like a chili. Like, you know the chili that we used to make at home?
Yeah.
It's quite like that.
They don't know what that's like though.
Oh yeah. For anybody who's watching this, we used to make a chili at home, which is actually really nice. It tastes really similar to this, but this is much more of a soup, so it's a little bit more liquidy. Beef, I do have to say though, the beef is really, really tender.
Oh, it's very tomatoey. There's lots of spices in that, it's really good. I'm pretty sure it's like a braised beef shin. So the shin's been left to kind of cook over ages and then it just falls off the bone. There's clearly loads of different herbs in here, as well as stock, tomato, and of course that amazing beef flavour, which because it's left cooking for ages, has just really soaked into the sauce.
As you can probably tell by the way we describe the food, Izzy is definitely the chef out of the two of us. When she said, "Oh, there's that beef flavour," my brain went, "Oh, that must be the beef."
We've had some good food, but loads of people are packing their stalls up now, so we think the market might be closing. But this video isn't done yet because we're hitting the streets. That only makes sense if you watched our Mexico food tour video. But anyway, we're gonna go find some more food outside. That took a while to figure out how to leave the market, but we finally have. And I could go for something sweet now. Could you? The market doesn't just seem to be contained to the 3 underground floors, it's also spilled out onto the streets. There is loads of cheap stuff on all the streets all around the market that we're trying to weave our way through. We've come across this ice cream that we haven't had since Mexico, so we're gonna get some. Gracias. Thank you. This ice cream is called, I think Nieve is pronounced, kind of spelled like naive but with the E and the I backwards. Anyway, it's made with water, so it's a bit more like a sorbet than an ice cream to us, and it's really good. This one comes with, I think, a strawberry compote on top and then in a cone. We've had a really fun time wandering around Guatemala City and trying all the street food, but we are leaving tomorrow because we're heading deep into the Guatemalan jungle. However, we couldn't leave without addressing the elephant in the room, which is the fact that a lot of people, mainly Western tourists, think that Guatemala City isn't actually that safe, and a lot of people skip it altogether.
It's one of those things where before we came to Guatemala City, it was really hard to ignore some of the stories that we'd heard. But just like anywhere, we tried to come here with an open mind, and we've avoided the areas that are known for having gang violence, just in the same way that we would in places like London.
Or any other city in the world, to be honest, because there are rough bits everywhere. I will say though that we have noticed in our very fleeting time here, the centre of the city where we are, Zone 1, the historical district, it does have a lot of poverty. We've seen quite a few homeless people, which is very sad. But obviously homeless people doesn't necessarily equal high crime rates. It's just quite sad to see really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those where just like anywhere that you go, we do always think that you should be on your guard and just be a little bit wary about your possessions and where you are and things like that. But like Izzy said, that goes for literally anywhere.
Yeah, we really didn't want to do the whole kind of clickbaity angle of, is Guatemala City safe as a video, you know, like a lot of people seem to do.
You know who you are.
Hopefully they're not subscribers, because they'll all unsubscribe if they are.
That's true.
Because, you know, there's a lot more to this city than just some gang violence. There's a lot of kind of colourful, very warm, welcoming people. You know, we've had locals come up to us and be, sorry, there was a bag rustling over there. I was like, is that a person? No, it's a bag. But anyway, we've had locals come up to us and be super friendly, just to have a chat, which is really nice to experience. So it's been fun for us, hasn't it?
It has been really fun, and to be honest, I don't think there's anywhere that we've gone to that I wouldn't suggest to people go see it for yourself. Like, nowhere we've been in the last 8 months has been like really what?
No, I was trying to think of somewhere and I was like,
okay.
Is there somewhere?
I thought I said something wrong then.
Is there somewhere that I've not felt safe? It depends on your kind of level of travel, I guess. Like, you know, like I wouldn't recommend hiking a volcano to someone who's never climbed a mountain before. Yeah,
or deep sea diving for somebody who can't swim.
Or scuba dive. That's even more important.
That's true, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
What we're basically trying to say is Guatemala City has been a lot of fun over the last 2 days. Just like anywhere you go, be careful.
For the rest of the evening, we're just going to sit in the square and watch the sun go down, and then go home and pack for our adventure in the Guatemalan jungle, where we will have no Wi-Fi. But you won't know that until after we've already left, so I should probably do a post about that. Yeah, he really wanted you to have two.
Yeah, he didn't seem to grasp it. I only wanted one. He was like, 2. I was like, uno. 2. Uno. Quite funny.
If he comes out with like 6 sandwiches and like
I will
2
eat them.
drinks, I'll be mad. I only ordered one. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say I had 6 sandwiches though.
Depends how good they are. That's why it's good to only get one, because you don't know how good it is until you actually try it.
Very true.
You just take my spoon.
There's only one spoon. There's 2.
There's 4 spoons actually. You took my
Many
one.
spoons. So out of the 4 spoons I took yours.
Yeah.
Well.
Corn on the crop. Whatever that powder is sticking my lips together.
That really reminded me of the Mexican street food tour we did.
Why are you keeping your sauce on the floor?
Why was the sauce on the floor?
So we could get a photo.
Oh yeah.